By the way, whether you're the group from Forest Hills, New York, or whether you live in Fort Pierce, Florida, whenever there's wrestling matches in your area, I suggest that you get out and see them live. You're seeing the finest here on Championship. Beautiful drop toe hold by the Florida heavyweight champion, Manny Fernandez. Khan makes it to the ring ropes and forces the break. You're seeing the very finest in wrestling competition here on Championship Wrestling. And if you do get a chance to get out and see live matches, we invite you to do so. Fernandez in with a single leg pickup that time. 2 takedowns for Fernandez. Good move again by Fernandez. Fernandez into a fireman carry takedown. That's 3 takedowns for Fernandez. Manny Fernandez was taken the state of Florida by storm, no question about that. Very, very popular Florida heavyweight champion. Has an extremely volatile temper. Fernandez with an outstanding amateur record in high school and college athletics, went to West Texas State. Beautiful double hook that time. Hooked the leg and the arm. Modified fireman carry takedown. High hip takedown by the killer Khan. Another takedown by Khan. Fernandez powers out. Killer Khan, a world-class wrestler. Duck under, go behind, high waist lift. Good partial block by Fernandez. Fernandez trying to sit out now. Khan trying to keep that right. And good reversal. Excellent reversal by Manny Fernandez. Hooked that leg. Fernandez using his legs extensively in this match. Salvatore, the lower right-hand corner of your screen, watching with obvious consternation and worry here. Non-title match, but obviously a victory by Khan here would put him even higher up in the ranks for contention for the Florida Heavyweight Championship. Good takedown again by Fernandez. Behind his man solidly. Front chancery now by Fernandez. Fernandez has been sticking to the basics. Instructions being shouted out by Salvatore. Khan missing with a knee. Khan missed with a knee that time as he was charging Fernandez. Hit that turnbuckle, and Khan coming off the ropes, limping quite badly. Fernandez catching him in the base of the skull. Catches him again. Khan fires back. Fernandez off the ropes, ducks under, catches Khan, beautiful flying drop kick. Manny Fernandez, that flying cross body block, hooks the near leg, had him for the count of 3, had him for the count of 3. Outstanding. Seasoning extremely well in the pro ranks.
Sure is, he's a great wrestler, and many times he will his style get away from him a little bit, but he does have some great wrestling moves. He better know some if he's going to fool around with Big Jack.
Jack Briscoe has to be.
He's got more ways of taking you down. It's frightening. I hate to keep talking about this, but he did that to me one time, just in a little workout. Took me down about 15 different ways, and he's an education, I'll guarantee.
Side chancery and a takedown by Mike Hammer on Jack Briscoe. That's Briscoe on the canvas. And you don't see many wrestlers use that side chancery that effectively.
No, but you see, there's another thing about Mike. he was an international style of wrestler. I keep harping on that one, too. But this is something that we've got to start thinking about in this country. That's very important, particularly, as I said before, when you're developing toward a professional career. That's where that style is going to become very important to you.
Certainly very true, because you have to meet all forms of competition in the pro ranks, as you can see right here in the state of Florida. Some of the outstanding international competitors that are here, and more to come, including, I understand, one of the finest Japanese wrestlers to come down the pike in a long, long time, Mr. Hito. Beautiful fireman carry by Jack Briscoe into a lateral press. Good ride now, posting that right arm.
Of course, that fireman carry takedown is Jack's most effective weapon, and he does it extremely well, can do it from any kind of angle you can think of. But there again, talking back to the style that they have to get onto here, they've got to get used to the throws that are involved, because there's an awful lot of power involved and lifting involved in professional wrestling as well as the international style. And so you want to be able to counter it, you want to be able to use those moves effectively.
Wrist lock into his hammer, gaining some extra advantage there. Briscoe coming out of it very nicely into a hammer lock on Hammer. Hammer makes it to the ring ropes and will be forcing the break.
Mike Hammer's gotten to be pretty shrewd with his ringmanship, too. He will keep himself close to those ropes as much as he can, especially with a man like Jack, who's looking for his takedowns. And he knows if he gets taken down, he's in trouble, so he tries to avoid it by staying close to the ropes.
Ooh, it chopped. You could hear all the way across the sportatorium, across the throat of Jack Briscoe. Briscoe hurtled into the near turnbuckle, and his hammer closing in again, driving a boot to the midsection. A stiff mare that has Jack Briscoe down, and Hammer putting the flat of the foot into the chest. The chant being picked up by the crowd now. Go, Jack, go. Briscoe caught again, and Briscoe has to be in trouble here, Doug.
Mark is getting to him pretty good. I can see that, that's for certain. But Jack is not the kind who's going to fold up quick.
Briscoe brings him off the rope, catches him with a flying drop kick, puts Hammer down. Briscoe very quickly moving into that Eddie Graham figure 4 leg lock. Has him in the leg lock. Briscoe applying tremendous pressure now. Hammer conceding.
He had him out of the middle. There's no way out of that one.
And the winner.
Ring to check the cast, that's right.
All right, well then let's take a look at this situation that Mr. Funk is referring to, and let's just see how he went to look at that cast.
Dusty Rhodes at a definite handicap here, wrestling against Joe LeDuc, and as we're going to see here in just a moment, even with this handicap of the broken arm, Mr. Funk, he is able to defeat the 300-pound Joe LeDuc. Cleverly stepping underneath him here, catches him. And LeDuc has got himself a powerful lot of troubles right here. All right, now, he caught him with a side chop, has him down for the pin. You certainly can't deny any of this.
A side chop, you're trying to call that a side chop, Sully. What that was an illegal weapon is what he used. He didn't use that cast for anything except to take a fall on Joe LeDuc. Now you see Rhodes go down. In a moment, you'll see me come into the ring. You'll see me go ahead and come up there, because what I want to do is I want to examine the consistency of that cast. And what I realize is that in the state of Florida, if you want to examine anything on Dusty Rhodes, if you want to question anything, you had better clear the ring. You saw me clear the ring of brown sugar right there. Now you see me take the referee and get him out of there, because I realize that the man would try to stop me from taking a look at Rhodes at all. Now I'll turn back around here, and I'll come back to Rhodes, and what I'm trying to do is tell the people that the man is using the cast. He is using the cast for an illegal weapon. Now, if you remember one time he used something, I was lifting the leg so everybody in the whole audience could see it, and I'll admit that I went ahead and saw that leg, and I thought I'd go ahead and just go around on it one time, but you saw what Rhodes did to me. He hit me with that cast, and you saw it drive me straight up in the air, 1.5 feet. Again, you see him hit me with that cast. Look what the man is doing to me. He's not trying to go ahead and defeat me. He's not trying to wrestle me. What he's doing is to try to put me out of commission. There you saw him completely destroy a wooden chair with that cast. He's using it as a weapon. Now look at the man. I'm trying to go ahead and get out of the ring to the best of my ability just to get away from him, because I realize that I'm overmatched whenever you get into the ring and the fella has a weapon. I mean a weapon that he should be thrown completely out of wrestling for. I've said it before and I'll say it again. As far as I'm concerned, whenever it comes to wrestling, the man is a buffoon. He is a buffoon, an overbearing buffoon, an egg-sucking dog. You see the blood on that cast? He hasn't touched me with one other thing. He hasn't tried to wrestle me. I pick up that chair in self-defense. He drives me back down into the mat. Now I'm just trying to look for escape. Look for escape from not Dusty Rhodes, but from a weapon. Right here you see him trying to drag me, spin me back around to hit me again. Sure enough, he does. How many times has he hit me? Anybody else, any common, average human being, anybody else that wasn't a tremendous athlete would be headed for the hospital right now. That's where they'd be headed, but not me. I'm still trying to go ahead and figure out what in the world is going on. I'm dazed. At this time, you see him again. You see him again, and you see all of the people out there. Do you think that they would come to my aid? Do you think that they would help me in any way at all? No, they won't help me. Right there, I collapse over the top of that railing, and I go down. Rhodes follows me back out. He's not satisfied. He's going for, what's he going for? He's going for my life. He's going for it completely. There you see me, just trying to escape, trying to get away from him in any way that I possibly can. There you see me, I'm back here.
Well, I must say at this point, Mr. Funk, that you've interfered after a match was over, and I'm sure that a lot of people right now must feel that you got a taste of your own medicine. Bringing that belt into the ring is certainly a weapon also.
Bringing that belt into the ring? I didn't even use a belt. I was just trying for a little self-defense. This is nothing but what is he? He's a redneck Floridian, that's what he is. He's the last of the crackers. He's the last of the crackers. That's what Rhodes is. I'm trying to get away. I know that he's going to be coming through that crowd at any minute. So I head out the front door. I head out the front door. These mobs of people come after me. I'll challenge any one of them individually. I'll go ahead and I'll wrestle all night long and into the wee hours of the morning. Wrestle. But this isn't wrestling. Now,
well, there you have it, and Mr. Funk disappears in the night. Well, it appeared that you left in rather a hurry, Mr. Funk.
I'm asking you people out there to be the judge. Not Solely here. He thinks he's so smart. Listen, I've had 5 years of college. I know when you try to attack me verbally and you go ahead and you stick that knife and you turn it and it hurts. But I want the people to be the judge is what I want. Like I said before, this man here has a problem. His brain is pickled. That's what this man's problem is. I can insult you too. Dusty Rhodes can come on television and insult me. But can he get in the ring and damn well try to wrestle me and compete with me? No, he can't. He's got to use an illegal weapon all the time. That's what he's using, Solely, is an illegal weapon.
All right.
That's what the man's using.
Yeah, well, call it what you will, sir.
The Florida State champion.
This man has a lot of room to talk about anything, that is for sure. Let's turn it over to our ring announcer, please.
This match is for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Phoenix, weighing 232 pounds, Reggie Parks. His opponent from Texas, weighing 260 pounds, former world heavyweight champion and holder of the Florida Championship, Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. Well, you've heard him. Reggie, and as Parks started to back away, it was Funk charging Reggie Parks. Reggie Parks hurtled through the ring ropes, and it's Funk right outside the ring, right after him, smashing him on the ring apron. And Funk, a picture of absolute total rage and fury. Parks moving back into the ring. Terry Funk sweeps the leg, goes into the spinning toe hold. Has the spinning toe hold on Reggie Parks, and the referee checking, and he's calling for the bell. Reggie Parks conceding. Reggie Parks conceding to the spinning toe hold, and there you see a thoroughly enraged Florida heavyweight champion Terry Funk, but nonetheless he was victorious in a hurry.